walk out of this place saying, oh God, give us a double portion. We appreciate all that we've seen. We appreciate our heritage and our history. We appreciate what we've seen in godly teachers and parents and pastors, but oh God, give us a double portion. And God is saying, young people, you're asking a hard thing. It's a dark world with many allurements and many easy little exits. But if you'll keep your eyes on me, if you'll keep your eyes on me, it shall be done. Oh God, give us a double portion. When the books are written, the best chapters are the farther you go in the book, and I don't mean any disrespect, but you can see greater things and the best things if you'll believe your way through and sing your way through and obey your way through and pray your way through and shout your way through. A double portion of thy spirit, an open door that no man can shut.
Welcome to Union Bible College and Academy. I'm Adam Buckler. The 2013-14 school year was a wonderful time of blessing, God's favor resting upon us here. We closed it out with commencement recently. It was a wonderful time helping us to celebrate the accomplishments of our 2014 graduates. Take a look.
Lena Faith Drummond. Megan Elaine Franklin. Julia Nichelle Holman. Austin Wesley Line. Morgan Ashlyn Martin. Rebecca Nicole Joylene Pyle. Trent Avery Wellbaum.
It's been a privilege having him in class for several years. He has successfully completed all the requirements for the lay Bible certificate. Wilfredo Doe.
Angela Ruth Smith, graduated with an Associate of Arts in Biblical Studies. Graduating with an Associate of Arts in Ministerial Study, Sister Geraldine Francis. Graduating with an Associate of Arts in Religion, Stephanie Dawn Payne. Graduating with an Associate of Arts in Sacred Music, Amy Lynn Blackburn. Graduating salutatorian with a Bachelor of Arts in Religion, magna cum laude, Lorna Ruth Rundell. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Religion with a major in Pastoral Ministry, Mark Andrew Leach. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Religion with a major in Pastoral Ministry and is our valedictorian of this class, magna cum laude, Kenneth Egan Stetler. graduating cum laude, the Bachelor of Arts in Religion with a major in Youth Ministry, Timothy Max Cole.
President Buckler, Dean Whitaker, staff and faculty, graduating seniors, families and friends. What an honor to be standing here addressing this audience this evening. When they told me I was valedictorian, I decided to research the word and find out what it meant. And I'm not altogether sure if my research was correct, but as best I can tell, valedictorian is an ancient Latin word that means vala, meaning one who, and dictorian, which means procrastinates a lot. And if, like I said, I'm not for sure. I could be wrong, but if it's true, I definitely deserve the title, for sure. As Brother Whitaker said, I am graduating with a degree in ministerial studies, and it's been wonderful studying under him. And so if the ushers would come, we're going to be receiving... I'm joking. He has taught me one of the main things is when you get a crowd this big together, you really need to take an offering, and I've tried to abide by that in every instance that I can. As I thought about what I should say in the short time that I've been given tonight and reflected on my time here at UBC, several things came to my mind that I could say, a lot of things, but my mind was never able to look past one thing: the sacrificial, godly people in my life and the impact that they have had on me. So the rest of you are more than welcome to listen in. I'd like to address them for a moment. Firstly, my family. Daddy, you'll never know how much I look up to you. I've never known someone more loving and sacrificial, giving without any thought of personal loss. Through the years, I've never seen you waver, I've never seen you falter, and I've never seen you change. You've been the man that I want to be, and by God's grace that I will be. Mom, you've shown me how to genuinely love and care for people. I don't have a difficult time imagining how Jesus must have loved the people around him because I've seen you exhibit that same love to every person you come in contact with. You've trained me right. I've never known someone who could be more tender and loving while all the while beating the devil out of me. But thank you. I couldn't have asked for a better mother. Sherilyn, you've been a second mom, and Lord knows sometimes I needed one. But good or bad, without you, I wouldn't be the man I am right now, and thank you. I love you. I'd also like to take the opportunity to express my most heartfelt thanks to all the staff and faculty for the investment that they've made in my life. You've taught me in the classroom. You've opened my mind to the wisdom that's contained in God's Word. You've molded my view on the how and the why of ministry, and you've given me opportunities to practice what I've learned in the real world. You've given me opportunities to sing and preach and pray with kids during the summer and trusted me to represent the school back when, let's be honest, only the Lord knew what I was going to say sometimes. You've helped me to learn how to share my faith, encouraged me to involve myself in outreach and witnessing when it pushed the borders of my comfort zone. You've given me structure when I didn't want it but desperately needed it, and guidance and correction when I got off track. You've made sure I was saturated in good, convicting, holiness preaching in chapel and revivals and in camp meetings during the time in my life when I needed it the very most. And you were faithful to pray with me and for me until I found victory. Most importantly, you all, without exception, have walked in a clear, consistent, careful, and holy path before me. I've seen Jesus in all of you. You've shown me how a holy life can and should be lived, and you've inoculated me to be satisfied living in any other way. I will forever be marked by your influence in my life. I'd also like to say a word to my fellow graduates. I know you all have experienced the same powerful influence that I'm talking about. I've seen it in your lives. We've been in some of the same classes and many of the same services, and we've all seen the same sacrifice that our staff and faculty have made for the sake of our education. We've all been around Bible college enough to know that this job isn't exactly lucrative. We know that for every one of our professors and administration and staff, it is a sacrifice to work here. They don't get a whole lot in the way of earthly rewards for their efforts. And the world, I'm sure, looks on and doesn't understand the sacrifice. But my prayer for this graduating class is that by the grace of God, our faithfulness to the way of holiness, our faithfulness to Jesus will be a living earthly validation of the sacrifice that has been made for us. I want our carefulness and our passion for holy living to be testimonies to the impact that by the help of God, they have made on our lives. May our faithfulness to God be in direct proportion to their faithfulness to us. God's word tells us that to whom much is given, so much is required. And with that truth in mind, it is time that we move forward. It's time that we apply and live out what we have learned. May not one of us shrink from our duty and our calling. So much has been given to us, and now it's our turn.
As you can see, it's more than just pomp and circumstance. We recognize God-given talents and abilities that have been honed and cultivated, and due to the hard work of these students, they've reached that goal of graduation. On behalf of all of us here at Union Bible College and Academy, I extend our congratulations to the 2014 class.